Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Sorry for the delay in getting out new RVA Rover content. I know you've all been desperately waiting for me to put out a new video. But between life and working on Land Rovers, I just haven't thought to pull the camera out and start recording. But no, I haven't really been working on that. Majority of my time has been spent working on this over the past month and a half, 2 months. This is the 2004 Vernie Green Discovery 2 SE7 that I recently sold on Bringatrailer. And you know, I'll go into my impressions of selling on Bringatrailer, and that's probably why you found this video, since that's what I'm going to title it. But the new owner is picking it up tomorrow. I am happy that he got the truck. It's his first Land Rover, and I think if you're going to dive into a classic Land Rover, this is probably one of the better ones to do that in. He's been a car enthusiast for a while. He knows what he's getting into. He's done his research, and I've been filling him in on, you know, some of the quirks and features as they might be of these. And so he's excited. He's flying in. I'm going to pick him up. Maybe I'll post some videos of my trip over there in it to pick him up at the airport. But more on that in a minute. There's the LR3 back there, my daily driver, my standby. That's just been a great truck. I recently thought about selling it, even committed to a buddy and then backed out. Sorry, Jesse. About selling it, thinking of getting something more nimble and newer, and but anyway, it's not going anywhere for now. So I've been thinking about what I could do to refresh it. You know, last fall I painted the wheels, cover up some of those blemishes. You can see possibly some of the, you know, it's got some dents and dings and some paint fade, and inside it's got a few things that I would like to freshen up. It's also very dirty. I haven't washed it in a while, but it does everything so well, it's really hard to consider what I would replace it with. So ultimately I think I will do a little refresh on it, and maybe I'll do that this summer. For the series, like I said, not much progress has been made. I've been working on other things. I did clean out the axle breather, and that, if you recall from one of my previous videos, this wheel was a lot dirtier. That seems to have mitigated the leak there, but I do have the new bushing, and not the bushing, gasket and kit that I need to put that together. So that's actually the next thing I'll be doing. But this fall, as fall and winter, when the weather gets colder, I'm going to have it go to a sports car workshop and have them rebuild or install a rebuilt transmission and overdrive. I think that's just the route I want to go with it. Just keeping it original, keeping it the way that it period correct. It'd be easier to swap in a not easier technically, but easier to achieve what I want with a 5-speed, but that's not true to this truck or what it is. So rebuilt 4-speed with an overdrive, I think will get me there. So this truck, the 2004 Discovery, I don't have anything but positive to say about working with Bringatrailer. All of the employees that I interacted with were open and straightforward. They were very helpful, answered questions in an extremely timely manner, very responsive and very accommodating. They seemed, you know, to be just as excited about getting it on their site as I was to get it on their site, and so that was good. The only improvement they could have done is the wait time, and I know that they're actively hiring auction writers so that they can get these turned around more quickly. I waited about 4.5, maybe 5 weeks from when they accepted it, and I paid my deposit or my listing fee to when it actually went live. And that worked out okay for me. I had the head gaskets redone that time. The timing cover leak was repaired. They got the headliner redone and put in, and that all ended up being positive despite having a little bit of a wait. So I could understand if somebody that didn't plan on doing that kind of stuff would not like waiting that long. But in the end, the price that it went for, I think, is relatively close to what this truck should have brought. I think it should have brought a little bit more. Not saying that, nothing negative against the buyer, but and this is not new news to anybody that's a fan or even in the past has watched bringatrailer auctions. It just seems like there's a lot of people that will spend their time just commenting, and that's okay. I mean, I like commenting too. I'll see something interesting and I'll ask a question, or if it's something I know about and there's an error, I'll point it out, but never in the spirit of poo-pooing on somebody else's auction. That's just, if you don't like what it is, just walk away if you're not interested in buying it, is my philosophy on any car listing. But and so I represented this truck very accurately. I think I was very open about its history and its service records and what I knew about it and its flaws. Had over 350 pictures taken of it, so you could see, so that any interested buyer could see, nearly everything, every little imperfection. So it wasn't ever intending to hide anything. And obviously some people pointed out those, like you can see one of the major ugly flaws right there is that armrest. And those are really hard to find used. I didn't think that I would want to take the chance and try to have it matched in case it didn't match, and the new buyer might end up being worse than what it already was. So didn't want to risk the new buyer getting turned off by that. But there was one comment in particular, and this person, if you clicked on their profile, they'd been a member for years, but they had never placed a single bid. They had never bought anything. They never sold anything. They had over 50 comments on different listings. So this serial commenter pretty much just straight up called me a liar. I did do the head gaskets preventatively. It did not overheat. If you look at every listing of these trucks that went for any amount of money, they all had the head gaskets redone. Whether it was a rebuilt engine, the head gaskets were addressed, or if not, just after 100,000 miles, these things just have a reputation that's a wear item, that if it's not addressed, then could have potentially very expensive, costly repairs. And I wanted to attempt to bring top dollar for this truck. I thought it's an above average example, not anything, not museum quality, but this is about as good of a driver of a Discovery 2 as you're going to find on the road, that isn't also modified extensively. But based on the history and some of the previous maintenance records, this keyboard detective decided that I wasn't telling the truth, and posted it, that the preventative part of the head gasket service just doesn't jive with the rest of the truck's history. And while he didn't get a lot of attention on that comment, the spirit of that it really soured my my overall experience. You know, but in the end, it went to the right guy. It went for, you know, about the right price, I think, and we'll just say it is the right price. I just don't feel like the hassle of waiting over a month, you know, wait, and that just for it to get listed, and then waiting for a week for it to close with, you know, the people that bid barely commented. The people that commented barely bid. So I wonder if that formula is as attractive as it seems, unless you have something truly exceptional, something really rare, really, really special. I could see how that forum would be of value to a buyer. I think it's helpful to the buyers. Somebody that wouldn't be as knowledgeable about a vehicle might learn something about it, you know, in the course of the auction, and that's a good thing overall. It's a positive for the buyer. But to make a baseless accusation like that, and I flagged it as not constructive. I don't know if anybody else did, but I don't know. It was still there, so Bringatrailer didn't do anything about it. I don't feel like that's appropriate for a site that has that reputation. And if they continue to let that go, maybe their reputation will go down, and all of the other competitors that are up and coming now, maybe the focus will shift there. But, you know, so in summary, overall positive experience, everything positive with Bringatrailer itself. Good buyer, good price. I'm excited for him to become a Land Rover enthusiast, and yeah, all this effort is just going towards firming up this one. So I do have more projects on the way. I actually have the parts. There's the battery tray to go under the driver's seat. I think maybe it's inside still. Those gaskets and things for the rear hubs, that'll get redone. And then, you know, continuing to chase the headlight and electrical gremlins. I have poked around a little bit, but made no significant progress. So anyway, this thing is always a blast to drive. The Discovery was, you know, an amazing experience. I'm excited about the other D2 that I have, which is not here, unfortunately. Hopefully it will be soon. But I've got that original Safety Devices roof rack to go on it, and some taillight guards that just showed up today. So that one is more off-road oriented, and hopefully we can get that going this summer. But I promise I won't let you down again and keep you waiting for more content, even if they're just shorter videos. I'll try to keep them coming. And let me know in the comments below what you think I should do with the LR3. You know, I'm not thinking anything like a full respray, but maybe getting some of the dents addressed, and the headliner is a big job on that one, but primarily the pillars, you know, that fabric is peeling, and just some of the other small jobs. So if you've got an LR3 or have seen an LR3 you like and think that there's something fun or interesting I should do with that, let me know. Thanks, and if you aren't a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe. I should be able to get some more content out quicker to you. So thanks for watching, and like and subscribe. See you soon.